This is Eagle Owl, and today I will be talking about this mess of an offense. Let me let some other guys break it down for you guys. Also, we're going to talk about Jalen Hurts. Is it Jalen Hurts' fault or Nick Sirianni's fault for the epic collapse this season? And lastly, we're going to talk about Bill Belichick and why it seemed like we don't want him. But let's get straight into it. All right, so let's get straight into it, man. This offense was atrocious against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Because I keep hearing that Jalen Hurts just had this awful game. And why couldn't Jalen Hurts do this? Why couldn't Jalen Hurts do that? See, the thing is, we got used to last year and Jalen Hurts just making magic, and it wasn't there this year. The play calling was too bad for anybody to raise above. I mean, I think Devontae Smith broke a record for the most yards in one game by an Eagles player, if I'm not mistaken. And that wasn't enough, man. It is just bad. It was horrible. But let me let Baldy and Dan Orlovsky break down how bad this offense was.
Tampa Bay blitzed Jalen Hurts nearly every single play. Like, this is an all-out blitz. It's a blitz zero. They got a free hitter coming right at him, KJ Britt. There's no sight adjust. There's no hot, run the route. Maybe the quarterback can throw a Hail Mary pass to the sideline. When you watch it, like, what is Jalen supposed to do right here? Here comes Britt free off the edge. All right? Nobody's adjusting the route, and he gets to the arm of Jalen Hurts. All right, incomplete pass. It happened over and over and over again. Like, it wasn't just third downs, it was first down also. Like, here's the overload right here. Here comes the blitz right here. Like, nobody's even looking for the ball. So, you just get an incomplete pass right there. You watch this and you just go, okay, what in the world? It's 3rd and 2. It's 3rd and 2 right here. Here they all come. Like, it's play after play. There's a reason why the Eagles are the most blitzed team in the league, because they have no answer for it. And then, of course, you just get this kind of stuff. Like, this is almost comical. This is playoff football. Like, guys just running into each other right here. You got Jurgens downfield. Like, it's just ugly looking. Like, well, I don't know what that's supposed to be, but I don't know if you practice like that. Like, they're showing you it's man-to-man with the blitzes all game long. Like, is there any answer for this stuff? Like, look at this. Okay, let's just match up right here, and maybe we'll get one to Devontae. He'll just make a sensational play, can't get the feet in bounds. It was over and over and over again. Here it comes. Another free hitter coming right at the quarterback. I don't know. Is this looks like a good percentage throw right here? It's one of the worst offenses I've ever seen. And this is the worst part right here. Now your quarterback doesn't trust the protection. You've got no answers for it. And so what does he do? He drops his eyes. Now he's reading the rush. Once the quarterback reads the rush, it's over. It's all over. And it's just a train wreck. An absolute train sometimes. You just go, what's the huddle call? Like, what is this right here? When Julio just runs into Goddard. Like that's not good, okay? Like, that looks terrible. That looks like a team that has no business being in the playoffs. Then you get this. It's an RPO, because everything's an RPO in this offense. But Jalen's ready to throw, and nobody got the play. Like, this is insane. Like, how in the world? Like, it's got to be a play, but Jalen's ready to throw it. Nobody's looking for it. So I don't know what that is. Okay, now you get 3rd and 6. 3rd and 6, it's a 16-9 game. It's anybody's game. Gainwell goes out in motion. Like, a weak side overload. I mean, everything's a weak side overload. All right, all they're trying to do is speed up the process. But there's, like, all you're going to do is just throw it to the safety valve, tackle to catch. I mean, it's just a trap defense. All right, punt. All right, they couldn't convert a 3rd down. Then this is the worst. This is honestly the worst. Any quarterback, not just Jalen, any quarterback. Lane can't be in better shape than he is. He's got the defensive end's feet stopped. Malata's got his guy turned around. There's one guy pushing the pocket, Kalijah Cansey. But you can't be reading the rush. You read the rush, the play's over. You take a safety from the 11-yard line, and this is what he had to look at. I mean, it just looks terrible. But it's 3rd and 6. It's not a terrible situation. But like nobody's on the man side is winning. Nobody's beating man coverage. All right, on the zone side, you got options down here. But you're looking at the man side. This is one of the worst looking offenses that the league has, period. Look at that ball. Like, that's just horrible.
All right, so here's my issue. It's first 3rd down of the game for Philly. Pretty good idea that Tampa is going to pressure you. Philly has been the worst offense when it comes to handling the pressure, the blitz all season long, okay? So here's my issue. They obviously had a quote-unquote plan for it. It's 3rd and 2. They take Gainwell to back outside, which I like. You're gathering information. He's matched by Levante David. High chance there's a man coverage. He's up in press, he's up in press, he's up in press. There is nobody in the middle of the field. They have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 guys right up. All 11 are within 4 yards of the ball, okay? So you have a plan. Now look at Hurts. As he brings Gainwell in, he going, hey, alert, alert. Like he's changing the play. They called 2 plays in the huddle. They are prepared for man. They are prepared for pressure. Alert, 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 check, 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 okay? The answer, at least plan-wise, was just to run 4 straight verticals. Vertical, vertical, vertical. And it looks like maybe Devontae's running an arc release, slot fade. I don't mind a vertical option here. This is what I don't understand plan-wise. If you have, usually when defenses play 0 and pressure, they're all going to be at like 6 or 7 yards off the ball. Okay? Maybe a little closer because it's 32. They're all in press. You're standing still the whole time. You do nothing to help the players. It is just run in a straight line fast. Of course they're not going to win. These guys get paid as well. There's no type of pick. There's no type of change of direction. Like if you're going to do this at the bottom of the screen, have Goddard run at Carlton Davis to create some type of traffic so maybe he can win on the slot fade or rail route. It's just run straight. So while you have a at least idea that this might be coming from the defense, there's no plan to even remotely try and punish them for it.
Look, they said it. It was terrible. Terrible. And I don't know how you go into this season, or next season, I should say, saying like, you know what? We need to run this back. You keep Nick Sirianni, you got to fire everybody. You got to fire your whole coaching staff, offense and defense. If you keep Nick Sirianni, obviously, if you fire Nick Sirianni, nobody's staying on the staff. So, I don't know. The talent is still there. The talent is still there. It's just you need the coaching, because the talent alone got you 11 wins. That's impressive. Like it or not, strictly talent giving you 11 wins against some really good opponents, that's really good. Even with the loss of Kelsey, that's really good. Right. Let's get into the next topic. Epic collapse. I seen an interesting topic on FS1 by Shady and those boys. And Shady actually disappointed me with his take. But let's go ahead and play this clip.
I'm gonna go with Jalen Hurts, right? Because Nick Sirianni, he don't play football. Mm-hmm. He may coach, he may lead his team, right? He gets his guys ready to play, puts them in position to win, but he don't go out there and catch balls. He don't go out there and throw passes. He don't block. He don't make guys miss. This goes to the players. I look at Jalen Hurts, who I think is a phenomenal player, an excellent leader. And when you get paid $200+ million, we need results. When it looks ugly, when it looks bad, we need you to take care of that. When the defense is from the Bucs is doing 0 pressures, I need you, the $200 million quarterback. Yo, ho, let's check. Let's bring the tight end in. Bring back in. Let's max protect this.
Talk about
and let's give single routes, one-on-ones. I needed to see that.
Talk about it.
And it's like, as much as I am a Jalen Hurts fan, I gotta be honest and speak what I see. Because that's why I'm here on this job.
No doubt about
So
it.
when you ask me who I blame more, it's gotta be the player. If I look at the Chiefs, look at the Bills, right? No matter what's going on, Win and loss, it comes down to Patrick Mahomes. Win and loss comes down to Josh Allen. The offense ain't playing well. We're not going to talk about the running back that had the fumble or the guy that had the drop. We're going to talk about the quarterback. What the hell was Josh Allen doing? Why they ain't win? Same thing with Jalen Hurts. I'm not sure if he's healthy or injured. I don't really care. Because in the playoffs, nobody's healthy.
The thing is, how can you blame the collapse on Jalen Hurts? You've seen the offensive plays. You've seen it. And I simply don't get how you blame Jalen Hurts for that. He's saying the players should be able to arise to the occasion, but at the end of the day, the player don't create the plays or the playbook. And he mentioned somebody. He mentioned Josh Allen. And I'm happy he mentioned that name. I'm so happy he did that, because Josh Allen, the smart thing the Bills did that we didn't do, and I feel like the Eagles tried to do it on the defensive side, when they got rid of the offensive coordinator, I think they was like 6-7 weeks in. Like, they wasn't that far along in the season. And when they fired them, and Joe Brady is really good, when Joe Brady stepped up, I mean, Josh Allen numbers drastically changed in a positive way. So Ken Dorsey was the problem in Buffalo. If we felt like Sean Desai was the problem, he should have got fired like week 4, week 5, so Matt Patricia could work in his playbook. Or if he was going to fire Brian Johnson, I mean, you got to do that stuff in the beginning of the season. You can't make drastic coaching changes at the end. I know I'm going to the defensive side, but back to the offensive side of what Shady said. The play calling was bad, which resulted in bad play by everybody. Bad play by everybody. But the difference between, just speaking of the Bills and the Eagles, Bills made the change because they knew the play calling sucked and Josh Allen looked a lot better. Eagles never made a change and the play calling sucked and the collapse happened. So I put that on the coaching staff. But speaking of the coaching staff, Bill Belichick, I'm hearing it's a no-go.
Get rid of Nick Sirianni. And what coach is going to make it better? Now, are there good coaches available? Yeah, and Belichick's not one of them. And I can tell you this for a fact. Jeff Lurie is not a fan of Belichick. I can tell you that. All right? I know that. I was hoping he'd go to Washington, but they counted him out there. I hope he goes to Dallas. That would be great. That would be great. It would be the same thing all over again.
So with that, Howard, let's say they do move on from Sirianni, whether you think it's likely or not. You don't think Belichick would be interviewed and be a real candidate here?
No. All right, on a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being the best, 1 being the worst, it's below 1.
Wow. Okay. Okay.
Below, and I'm just telling you, I wish I could say more, but because sometimes I'm just trying to tell you.
I know why we wouldn't want him, because in my opinion, people haven't really looked at the Patriots season. I ain't like the subbing in and out of the quarterback. Did not like that at all. I didn't like how the offense was ran in general at all. Bill Belichick, even though he's probably going to give personnel, like getting the players up to like Howie Roseman if he was to come to the Philadelphia Eagles, but I don't like how he draft at all, and I don't like how he handled the offense at all. So if Bill Belichick come here, he's basically a defensive coordinator, but he'll be a head coach, of course. He just need that offensive guy run the offense, and him and whoever the defensive coordinator is run the defense. But we need somebody like Bill Belichick far as that defensive side of the ball, because these past couple years since the Super Bowl win, our defense, we just didn't care about it. Like the linebackers, the corners, and I feel like that Super Bowl, we felt like, look, we can win another Super Bowl with a bad secondary and bad linebacker core. As long as we got the defensive line, we could win. And I think we took that philosophy all the way till now, and it's starting to eat us alive right now. It really is. So I'm happy the season's over mad about it, but I'm happy about it as well because I don't get to see no Eagles football. But I'm happy because that collapse was just too much. It was too much. But hey, man, what do you think and how do you feel, man, about the offense? Is it Jalen Hurts' fault or the epic collapse? Because you guys can have a different opinion than mine. And Bill Belichick. Yeah, it looked like he ain't coming to the Eagles, but this is Eagle Owl. I'm up.